life coach Aarti. Welcome to my show, Amplify with Aarti, a show which brings stories of change makers. Today, we have a very young and a dynamic officer with us, ASP Chandeesh. Chandeesh, welcome to my show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Tell us about your journey of being an IPS officer, you clearing the UPSC exam, because you have done your mechanical engineering and all this transition you took, and tell us all about that.
So I have done my schooling across a small town and then a bigger town and then the capital finally. My schooling went on in 3 cities, around 6 years in each one of it. And then, so it was in Chittoor, Tirupati and Hyderabad. Hyderabad currently the capital of Telangana. Tirupati, as you know, religious town. So I did my schooling and +1, +2 there. And after that, I went to BITS Pilani. So in BITS Pilani, I finished my 4 years of engineering in mechanical engineering, as you mentioned. And after that, I mean, during my college years itself, I understood that I am suitable more towards a career which involves challenges, where there is responsibility, where there is public interaction, and where you can make some changes in the lives of people. So that's why I had chosen to become a civil servant in my 3rd year of engineering. So after that, I sat for placements just to know if I can get a job, because civil services career is a dicey one. It's not that everyone who works hard will make it. So I just wanted to have a backup option also. So I got a job, but I haven't taken it up. And after my engineering is done, I started preparing for this exam. So I took nearly 1 year from 2015 August to 2016 August. So I gave my prelims in 2016 August. Yeah. So from then it began a series of exams. So in my first attempt, I got into Indian Information Service. See, many people don't know all the services. They only know IAS, IPS, IRS, but there are 23 services through which the civil services examination recruits people. Yeah. So Information Service is one of the 23 services. So I joined it. I took the job. I joined the training also. I was there for 3 months. And when I joined it, the result had come. I had given the exam again. So yeah, the second attempt I got into IPS. Yeah, so that's about the journey. So once we are allotted the cadre, I got Tamil Nadu cadre. After that, we'll have a very good training, 20 months of training. IPS training is amongst the longest in all the civil services training, and also very tough and interesting too. So we had a 20-month long training, which got concluded last week. So currently I've finished all my training and I'm waiting for my posting, which will be in around 3-4 days. I'll know where I'll get my posting. So my first posting will be as a sub-divisional police officer. Like, it will be a number 2 in the district. Number 1 is ASP. Number 2 is ASP, who's the head of a subdivision. So I'm waiting to get posted. Yeah.
Very inspiring. Millions and millions of people, Chandeesh, appear for the UPSC exams and they are not able to clear. So any tips that you would like to give to the aspirants who want to clear the UPSC exams?
See, this exam is very different from that of other exams because of the number of people who are attempting this exam and number of people who write this exam again and again. Let's say JEE or medical entrance, any other exam. So in all those exams, there is only one stage. So you write an exam on a single day, you write it well, you get the rank. And people who are writing are similar age group people. But civil services exam is written by a group of people across age groups. Someone starting from 21 years to nearly 45 for other categories. Like SC/ST, even you can write till 43 or 45. Okay. So age groups from 21 to 45 are writing and 12 lakh people are applying. And every time you write, you have to come back from square one. And this is not an objective exam, it's a subjective exam. So subjective, you are supposed to write literal answers for nearly 20 questions in a span of 3 hours. On 5 days consecutively, you'll have 10 exams. So it is all a game of your perseverance and your mental strength. So my tips for aspirants is, just be confident about yourself and always try to be humble in your preparation. Like, don't think that I have done so much, I'll do great. So just be humble and work hard. See, consistency is the key for this exam. We don't need someone who will read for 16 hours a day, 17 hours a day. We need someone, and the other day he'll read some 3 or 4 hours. We need someone who can read 10 to 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours a day, across a period of 2 years. So if you do that consistently over the period of 2 years and smartly prepare as per the demands of exam. See, this is not like a JEE or other entrance exams where there is a syllabus, you just go, you just memorize and you spit it and you'll get a rank. It's not like that. So you have to be strategic, you have to be smart. So look at the syllabus, look at the previous year question papers and prepare as per that, not as per your need. Prepare as per what UPSC demands. So understand what they want. The second one is be hardworking and consistent. And third one is ability to manage failures. The main problem in this exam is there are few people who have failed 5 prelims and the 6th one they got IAS or IPS. There's one batchmate of mine. He's Raghavendra. So he had written 6 times in this exam. 5 times he was unsuccessful. 6th time he got IPS and he's in training with me and he finished training. So you can see the perseverance he had 5 years, 5 attempts. So that means nearly 6 years he had been preparing. So perseverance and ability to manage failure. He was not bogged down by failure even though he had failed many times. So these are the main things you need. So if these are there, you will develop the right kind of personality and you can crack this exam. Syllabus, these all are secondary. So mental strength and smartness is the most important thing which is needed.
Very well said, and so much hard work. 5 years is a pretty long time, continuously dreaming it and being resilient and preparing, and no shortcut to the success. Hard work is the only way. And very well said. I'm so happy that you came in here as a guest. The young audience will get inspired by listening to you. So
thank you.
You told about a 20 months long training, Chandeesh. So how is this training? Tell us of experience about this training.
See, IPS training is a transformational journey. Before joining IPS journey, I was somewhat immature or somewhat impatient and thoda lazy types because I have been a couch potato. During the preparation time, you won't do much exercise also. So these were the kind of words which you can describe me before joining training. But now after 2 years, I am more strong. I have more mental willpower and I can stand for long hours. I can not eat I can be there even without eating for many hours. And I can stand tough situations. And I am more mature now and more calm and composed. So it's a journey which makes you from a boy to a person or to a man or a woman. So that's what this journey is. See, IPS training is a mix of both indoor and outdoor. People think that it's just outdoor training. It's not like that. Indoor actually has 70% weightage and outdoor training is only 30% weightage. So it's more importance is given to indoor subjects. See, you'll be given training in different things like Indian Penal Code, Criminal Procedure Code, CRPC, IPC, which you all see in movies, IPC section, 302, IPC section, 300, all these sections. So it's about the law subjects and they teach you investigation. And we also learn about criminal psychology, ethics, laws. And there are also subjects how we see there are riots which appear, Delhi riots you have seen, which have turned we have turned very violent. There's a standard operating procedure which police should follow and police should take care of. So maintenance of peace and public order is a situation. Left-wing extremism, there is Naxalism, how to deal with that. So these are all told in theoretical aspects, indoor subjects. In outdoor subjects, we were given training in obstacle, like basic obstacle training. Let's say we go to a jungle and we have to stay there for many days. So how will you survive? That is taught in grounds. And one more thing is Naxal areas. How do you plan? How do you plan an ambush? How do you plan a raid? How do you save yourself from their attacks? That is taught in tactics, fieldcraft and tactics. This is another outdoor subject. And physical fitness is anywhere there. And drill you have seen in movies and all. Everywhere, like passing out parade is all about drill. So drill is one subject. Horse riding is another. Swimming is another. So it's a very, very expansive, very wide and wonderful training. Yeah.
Very nice, very uplifting and very encouraging. It is so encouraging to hear such a young and a dynamic person talking to the young audience. Chandeesh, you're indeed a great inspiration and your story is so phenomenal that so important to live to your dreams. So you also mentioned that it's a lot of physical endurance plus as well mental endurance is also required. You need that mental stability, that emotional stability. So how did you tackle this emotional stability while you're preparing?
See, that phase is the toughest actually. IPS training is not very tough because you know that you're already successful. It's only a matter of 1.5 years. So you know that you're successful, you're being paid, you're giving the best of facilities in IPS Training Academy in Hyderabad is one of the best in the whole country with regard to facilities, infrastructure, and all. And you are taken care very well. So IPS training you can manage. It's only because it's tough, difficult. So it's more about physical strain only. It's not much mental strain. But while preparation phase, you'll have lot of mental issues. See, like for example, take my case. I was there in a room for nearly 2 years, same room, small room, how much, let's say 6 by 6, 36 square feet. It's a small room and a common bathroom will be there. It's a small room. I was there in those four walls for 90% of my day, except for 10% of time when I go out to buy vegetables or when I go out to buy something else. So 90% you are staying in a room within four walls. And this is happening when your friends are happily enjoying. They are putting photos on social media, like they are enjoying in pubs or parties, vacation, trips, everything. So everyone there is enjoying, and you are here within four walls, and you don't have touch with your friends also because this career option, like in my batch of 2011 of BITS Pilani, there are four out of 900 pass or 1,000 people who had passed out from that year in BITS Pilani. Only four had chosen this. So there is no one whom you can talk to regarding your issues in this preparation. And also your parents are far, like I prepared in Delhi. My parents are not with me. So your loved ones love also you don't get. And food, I always had the comfort of home, mom's food or mess food. Here you have to put a cook or you have to cook yourself. So you're seeing in all aspects it's straining. Either food or there is no one to talk to, there is no parental love, and within the four walls there is no movement. And on top of all this, there's a big question mark whether you are preparing in the correct manner, whether you will be successful, what if you fail. So this all is the situation where you are there. But how I had overcome was good because I had a good lifestyle. See, main thing you have to ensure in such a stressful life is have a good lifestyle. Like I always, for the period of 2 years, I woke up at 5:30, I slept at 10:30. There is not a single day when I had crossed 10:30 or when I had woke up after 5:30. So 5:30 to 10:30 is my active period. It remained throughout. And morning, every day I used to do yoga for 1 hour, evening running for half an hour or walking for half an hour, and then talking to my parents, my mom. See, like my mom is my stress buster kind of. She tells me all the stories or gossip in my family. Mine is a big joint family. So she tells me the gossip, some new updates, new stories. So it was like kind of stress buster for me. So, and at the end of the day, my father always believes in the Bhagavad Gita. So I believe only in one thing. Your business is with the deed and not with the result. So my focus was always on the deed. Like, do not think of whether you'll be successful or whether you'll fail or something else will happen. My deed is Nishkama Karma. अपना कर्मा आप सही से करना है एंड फल के बारे में सोचना नहीं. So just don't think about the result. My task was prepare well, do well, give your 100%. Then if you fail, it's okay. Accept it. Then you move forward. So that was my philosophy. So I was always mentally peaceful. Yeah.
Very well said. Very well said. And being a life coach, I always tell that 90% is mindset and it's only 10% which is strategy. And karm karo, phal ki chinta mat karo. I think you keep working and failure is a part of success. Many times it will come to your mind that I'm not going to do. And one more thing which you said, very nice, that have a routine. Because if your body is having a routine, obviously your mind will also work properly. So that's such an important and a good takeaway for me at least. And I would like the audience to pay attention to this particular aspect. So Chandeesh, I want the audience to know you a little bit more better. So I've written some rapid fire questions for you.
Yeah.
Are you set?
Sure.
So the rule is one word or one sentence. So here I've written for you. So number one, describe Chandeesh in one word.
Maybe patient.
Okay. Your biggest challenge, Chandeesh.
Biggest challenge. maybe balancing personal life and professional life.
I think that would be there, because I have heard that being a police officer, there is a lot of commitment towards work, and hardly you have any personal life.
Yeah.
Your any regret in life?
See, when I was a child, I always wanted to play cricket professionally. So I wanted to pursue that well. But because of these exams in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, it's all about IIT or medicine. So our parents are also like that. So I always wanted to pursue cricket at a very good professional level. I could not do it, but now I plan to do it. Yeah.
There is no age for pursuing your dreams. It's just a number. That's very nice. So if not IPS, then what would you have chosen for yourself?
See, I have already done mechanical engineering. So maybe I would have... but still I was not interested in any research in mechanical engineering. So I think I would have gone for an MBA. Yeah. Maybe a business person. Yeah.
Okay. Your inspiration and role model?
See, I don't have any single role model per se. There are many civil servants, but some of them are like Julio Ribeiro, sir. He's an IPS officer of the Maharashtra cadre. And then there is Vijay Kumar. He's also a sensational officer from Tamil Nadu cadre, only IPS officer. So I always strive to at least become 30% of what they had become during their careers.
Yeah. Okay. The most difficult part of the UPSC exam?
The most difficult part of UPSC exam, see, it's different for different people, okay? Like many people feel that prelims is the toughest part. But for me, prelims was always easy because I know how to do it well. So for me, the most difficult part in UPSC exam is the time between the interview and the next prelims exam. See, in UPSC, how it happens is the new cycle will begin even before the old cycle of exam has ended. So, like your interview is not yet over, but the new cycle's prelims will be out and notification will be out and date is already there. So that time is the biggest challenge. So you don't know whether you'll get rank here. If you get rank here, then it's okay. If you don't get rank here and you waste a lot of time in preparing for interview, you'll lose valuable time in preparing for the prelims of the next year. So this is always a dilemma which is there for every aspirant. The interview and the prelims for the next consecutive years. Okay.
Your favorite food, Chandeesh?
Yeah, I am a Hyderabadi and I always love Hyderabadi chicken biryani. Yeah.
I was reading somewhere, Chandeesh, in Swiggy, I think every 8-second one biryani is ordered in South. So that's the amount of popular food biryani is. Okay.
That's why I'm from Hyderabad. Hyderabad is the home for biryani.
Yes. And your most memorable moment in life?
The most memorable moment, I think it's 3 days back. I got married 3 days back. And that was the most memorable because, like we had, ours was a very long relationship and I had to convince so many people. I had to convince my parents, I had to convince her parents. So I had to do a lot for this. So finally it culminated in what happened 3 days ago. So I think that is the memorable moment because success, getting civil service and all is okay. But I feel personal life is more important. Unless your personal life is good, you cannot be successful in your profession. That is one thing I always believe.
Thank you so much for this rapid fire. And I would completely resonate. As a life coach, my signature workshops are holistic success, which Chandeesh talks about that success in career is not the only thing. If you are personally in relationships not sound, or health-wise you're not okay, or mentally you're not okay, then if you are earning a lot of money, then it is not. So there's always a balance between happiness and you're able to pay your financial bills. So both are important. So holistically, success is important, not only success in one aspect of life. And you quoted it beautifully. Thank you so much, Chandeesh, for coming and gracing my show. I can't tell you how happy I am to interview somebody in a uniform. And one last question, that's my personal question.
Sure.
How does it feel to wear this uniform?
See, I always watched in movies only, like Telugu movies and Tamil movies. They are obsessed with police movies. See, this Singham and all, they're coming now in North India, I mean, in Bollywood. But police is one area which is the most made movie. I mean, movies are maximum made on that team in Tamil and also in Telugu. So I always grew up watching police movies and grew up watching police officers. So when I wear this, you have that feeling of awe and inspiring that, okay, I have become something. But at the end of the day, this is also a thing of responsibility. So it always reminds you of the number of lives which are there in your hand. Let's say if I am a district SP, on an average, each district population in India is around 10 to 20 lakhs. So 20 lakhs people, security and peace and a good environment in the district is dependent on me. So that always reminds me to be humble, not just like some people, they turn to become overconfident, they turn to become less humble. But when you think about the responsibility which this worthy gets you along, you will always remember to be humble and always remember what the Constitution has demanded from you. Like service to humanity, service to mankind. That's what Gandhiji says, and that's what this uniform symbolizes.
So nice and so important to stay grounded. And thank you once again for doing this interview with us. I'm sure so many of young aspirants and young audience will listen to you. You have told such important points and they will make the most out of it. Thank you for coming and gracing my show. And before I end the interview, I would like to tell to all my audience, hold on to your dreams and just believe that you can. Nothing will stop you. Dare to dream and you will achieve. This young and a dynamic officer is teaching us that live your dreams and it will be successful. And not only in professional life, in love life as well.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chandeesh.